Carol Kirkwood at almost 7:15 with the promise of some sunshine.
Indeed, Sal, but not for everyone.
Of
Good
course.
morning. I know, I don't want to give a false impression of the weather here, but there is definitely sunshine in the forecast. Now, this morning, there's some mist and some frost, especially so across southern areas, a little bit of fog as well. That will all lift. And for England and for Wales, there will be a lot of sunshine. But for Scotland and Northern Ireland, you'll have a bit more cloud and still persistent rain across the northwest of Scotland. That is what's happening the first half of the week. Later this week, it's going to turn much colder. There'll be overnight frosts and there'll even be some winteriness in the forecast. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Yesterday was the warmest day of this year. So far, 20.4 Celsius was recorded in Writtle in Essex and St James's Park in London. Today, it could be warmer.
Should we show you what's happening at Falmouth this morning? We've got John Maguire down there talking about
do that.
Some people moving to Cornwall.
Or wanting to move
to Cornwall, yeah. And obviously there's all sorts of issues about house prices in Cornwall, how that affects those who can't get on the property ladder. But look at that beautiful shot from Falmouth this morning, where John's going to be with us a little bit later on.
You can see why people would want to move there. Can you imagine waking up to that every morning? How beautiful would that be?
Although, as Carol's been telling us throughout the morning, it's not like that everywhere. So let's find out what's happening in the weather. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Dan is absolutely right. It's not like that everywhere, but many of us are starting off on a fine and a dry note. Now, for England and Wales for the next couple of days, it is going to be warm and sunny. But the exception is across northwest Scotland, where we've got some persistent rain, and it's going to be with us for the next couple of days. So as a result, pollen levels in the north of the country, where we've got the cloud and the rain, are low. Moderate in Northern Ireland, parts of Northern England, but high across many parts of England and Wales. And it's tree pollen at the moment that may well be affecting you.
I feel like I need to start this next section now with an apology to Carol, because, Carol, I may have just added to your workload. You've got another person to do a daily weather forecast for. Morning.
You're going to have to text Lady Henry every morning now.
I can think of worse fates. Good morning, everybody. This morning, well, it's mixed fortunes, really. Some of us are starting off in double figures, some of us in single figures. In the south, there's been a touch of frost and some fog. But for England and for Wales, the next couple of days, it will be warm and sunny, but it's going to be wet in the north and the west.
It is going to be a beautiful day across most of the UK. Shall we just have a look? That's the gorgeous scene in Falmouth this morning.
John Maguire has been there throughout the morning talking about various people from other parts of the UK moving to places like Falmouth and other parts of Cornwall as well. He spoke to somebody who's come all the way from Scotland and moved there, someone who arrived last week and has a job interview at 10 o'clock this morning. So it's all happening, isn't it?
Not easy, though. Property very much in demand, whether it's to buy or even just to rent. It's quite difficult to get a little toehold there. Yeah,
and it makes it harder, obviously, for those who can't afford housing to get on the property ladder in the first place.
Yeah.
But you can see why it is attractive there. Look at that beautiful shot from Falmouth this morning. But as you said most of the UK. I think Carol was probably going to point out that it's not that gorgeous everywhere this morning, is it, Carol? How are you?
No, it's not. Very well, thank you, Dan. Hope you are too. Good morning, everybody. It's not, because we do have some heavy and persistent rain across the north and west of Scotland, which could well lead to some issues with localised flooding. But for much of the UK, as Sally said, it is warm and sunny. Variable amounts of cloud across Scotland and Northern Ireland, which will break at times. But as we head into the Easter weekend, particularly Easter Sunday and Easter Monday, it's going to be colder, and we'll see overnight frost. Some of us will even see some wintry showers.